Right now on Arkansas Crime Watch, new evidence in a cold case.
So we just need that tip, maybe one thing that just kind of connects all the dots.
Surveillance video captures a suspicious car scoping out the home of a murder victim. Deputies open fire.
Anytime they have to pull out guns and all that, yeah, it's terrible, man.
A vehicle and foot chase leaves one man dead, another behind bars. A well-known businessman gunned down.
I heard something go pop, 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 pop. That's all I heard.
People living at an apartment complex in disbelief after their landlord is shot and killed.
Through 75 counties and hundreds of investigations, from the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Kevin Kelly.
We begin this evening with new developments in a cold case out of Maumelle. The FBI releasing new information surrounding the murder of this man, 60-year-old Jerry Stewart. Good evening and thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch on Fox16.com. I'm Kevin Kelly. Stewart was gunned down and stabbed in his driveway on October 12th of last year. His murder remains unsolved. But as Tyler Thomason reports, the FBI has new information and surveillance video that might just crack the case.
Cynthia Stewart stood side by side with detectives investigating her husband's murder. A photo of 60-year-old Jerry Stewart sat on display.
So we just need that tip, maybe one thing that just kind of connects all the dots.
The FBI has joined the case, an agency where Cynthia works. Last October, police believe Jerry was shot and stabbed to death in Maumelle.
Officers from the Maumelle Police Department responded to a 911 call from Cynthia and her neighbors who had found Jerry severely injured, lying on the ground in the driveway where he had been getting into his car on his way to work.
New video highlights a car that authorities want to know more about. Police say it enters the Stewart's neighborhood and scopes out the home 2 days before the murder, 1 day before the murder, and the day of the murder, all between 3 and 5 in the morning.
Investigators believe this person involved in this incident knew Jerry and may have had a grudge against Jerry in the days or weeks preceding his death.
Jerry was a track and field standout at Henderson State University and qualified for the 1980 Olympics. His death came days before he was set to receive a Black Alumni Association award. More than 100 people have been interviewed and hundreds of leads have been tracked. But detectives remain tight-lipped about further specifics.
We do have people of interest. We're not ready to release those names at this time.
There is a reward of up to $15,000 for any information that leads to a resolution in this cold case. If you know anything, call the Maumelle Police Department. A Jefferson County Sheriff's deputy and several corrections officers under review after authorities say they shot and killed a man. The sheriff's office says Matthew Abram and another man led them on a chase last Friday that ended when Abram tried to drive down railroad tracks and got stuck. Investigators are not naming the other man, at least not yet, but say he was caught and arrested. Abrams also tried to run, but he didn't get far.
The driver stopped and pointed a gun at the deputy. The deputy drew his weapon and fired several shots. Once those several shots were fired, the suspect continued to run.
The Department of Corrections came to help find Abram. They say he was hiding in a wooded area just off the tracks and pointed the gun at them before they shot. We've learned Abram was out on bond for a felony charge at the time of the shooting. In tonight's crime report, police in Pine Bluff offering a $10,000 reward for information on whoever shot a well-known businessman, then left his body inside a vacant apartment. The crime taking place earlier this week at an apartment complex near the intersection of 10th Avenue and Hazel Street. Susan L. Corey talking with people who say the victim owned the apartment building.
I heard something go pop, 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 pop.
Valerie Ross isn't used to hearing gunshots at her Pine Bluff apartment. But her 10th Ave home was on the wrong side of the tracks Monday. someone murdered her landlord, 69-year-old Richard Ratliff.
He didn't bother nobody.
No one lives in the corner unit, where employees say their boss was supposed to be doing a showing.
And a co-worker came over here looking for him and found him in there in the tub.
Police say Ratliff died before help got there, and whoever did it ran off.
People do things for reasons we don't, we'll never comprehend or don't know why.
These workers now face a job they never imagined: cleaning up a crime scene.
To come and actually see it, it's kind of devastating.
Tasked with carrying an emotional burden that he calls a tragic reality of his city.
It's just shooting all the time, I don't know. Nobody talk, nobody want to understand anything no more. It's just all about violence.
This time, taking the life of a landlord known for helping those down on their luck.
He was a nice guy.
At this point, police have not released any suspect information. This all happened down the street from an elementary school, so law enforcement is hoping someone in the area may have noticed or heard something that might help solve the case. Little Rock police say this woman, 59-year-old Cheryl Lynn Nelson, broke into a house and chased a man inside with a butcher knife. The encounter took place Monday night on Apperson Street. When police arrested her, they found her in possession of what appeared to be cocaine and 3 glass pipes. She was booked into the Pulaski County Jail in lieu of a $15,000 bond. A warning tonight for parents and teens about violating curfew in Kamak Village. Right now, kids under 18 can't be out past 10 on weeknights. Curfew is midnight on Friday and Saturday. But according to Police Chief Peter Powell, kids are ignoring the law and getting into trouble. Some of the charges already issued include reckless driving and possession of a stolen handgun. And those involved, teens, well, they're between the ages of 13 and 16.
We're just as concerned about the kids being victims of crime as we are them being, committing a crime.
As a result of the curfew violations, extra patrols will be out in force. Something to keep in mind: if you get caught breaking curfew, a judge will decide what happens. If they get caught again, the parents will be held responsible. Caught on camera, a truck that Clarksville police believe was involved in a hit and run. The crime happened last Friday evening at Crawford and Oakland Streets. The accident sending 3 people to the hospital, 2 of them children. Now take a close look at this video. It was released by the Clarksville Police Department. It shows the truck authorities say is involved. It's a black raised Chevrolet pickup that will have front end damage, according to authorities. Anyone with information about this truck or the incident should contact the police department. We begin tonight's Crime Tracker report in Springdale, where police are investigating a high school teacher accused of inappropriate social media interactions with a student. Police took the report this past Monday night from a female Springdale high school student who's under the age of 18. The teacher being investigated identified as 57-year-old Randall Scott Peckham. The school district says it has taken appropriate action to ensure Peckham has no interaction with students. Police encourage anyone with information to help with the investigation to come forward.
We want to make sure that, if there's other students that are in this class or students at the school that have interaction with this teacher, that parents can talk to them and say, hey, what's going on? Have you had any interactions with this teacher?
Police not saying which social media Peckham is accused of using to contact the female student. However, they did say it was more than one. An 18-year-old arrested and charged with rape and possession of child porn after an incident in July. According to the Wynn Police Department, 18-year-old Terry Lee Burgess was arrested 4 months after a 16-year-old accused him of forcing himself on her and posting screenshots on his Facebook page. Burgess was arrested by the Arkansas State Police on October 13th and is being held at the Cross County Jail on a $75,000 bond. A hearing for him has been set for November 4th. 2 people arrested after police catch them with the equipment stolen from a patrol car. Jamie Medley and Timothy Martin are facing several charges. They were pulled over in Independence County when deputies found hideaway emergency blue lights in their car. Police also searched the home and found this: drugs as well as guns. They also found a police scanner, video surveillance equipment, and stolen road signs. Tonight's Mug of the Week goes to Kaylon Travion Williams, who obviously is not pleased to have been booked into the Pulaski County Jail, but it's a good thing considering all the charges he faces. This, by the way, is the 10th time he's been arrested in just the past 4 years. As we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's most wanted. We do want to remind you all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Remember, if you have information on any of these cases we talked about tonight, you're asked to call your local police department. Thanks for watching Arkansas Crime Watch. I'm Kevin Kelly. Be smart, be safe, and if you see something, say something. I'll see you tomorrow night on Fox 16 News at 5:30 and 9.